I've got 3 strictly superfans itching to dive into all things glitter and gold. It's our one and only Friday panel. He's a pop legend turned national treasure, and he's been watching our Strictly couples like a hawk. It's Chesney Hawks. She's a Radio 1 presenter with plenty to say about our couples, but will she be nice or will she be a meanie? It's Yinka Bikini. And finally, she's the queen of breakfast TV, and we're still not over her brutal banishment on the Celebrity Traders. Forever faithful and always fabulous, it's Kate Garraway. Hello, hello, hello. Before I ask this question to you, Kate, to anyone who hasn't watched the Traders final yet, spoiler alert, all right? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
We have to talk about last night's show.
We do.
What did you make of the results?
Oh my gosh, it was so emotional and such a roller coaster.
I was
brilliantly
crying.
was it made? First of all, we're screaming, no, Nick!
Yeah.
And go on, Joe, because obviously being a faithful.
Yeah.
And then it was so lovely for Alan at the end, wasn't
Yeah.
it? We were all crying. I watched it last night with him.
I saw on your
And he was
socials.
crying all over again.
Yeah.
And it was so lovely seeing all his friends that didn't know the result.
Yes.
Oh, it must have been
Just being
amazing.
so thrilled for him. What
Well,
an
how
amazing
wonderful for
ride.
you to take time to now come and talk about Strictly, the
I
other favorite
love
thing
it.
happening in the world.
Although
but
I'm still slightly triggered from the opening music. 17 years
Does it
ago I was
still
on
hit
the
you?
show and I still feel sick every time I hear it.
I thought you were talking about the
it
one
never
and only.
goes away.
The one and only.
What are you saying?
Wait,
What are you
speaking
saying?
of music though, Chesney, you are no stranger to musicality yourself, obviously. What are you making of the musical flair of our couples that are remaining?
Well, the remaining couples, the quality is so high.
It is, yes.
It's
and the leaderboard
quite-
is constantly changing. We don't know what's going to happen this year.
Yeah, I'm so impressed.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Yinka, you're a huge Strictly fan,
Yeah.
right? What have been some of the standouts for you in the year?
Well, it has to be the perfect 40, doesn't
Yes!
it? Last week. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
Lewis and
early.
And also, I think that you're right. The leaderboard is always changing.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that when it comes to Saturday night, we don't know who's going to be at the top.
Yeah.
You know, previously you can kind of tell when but there's no sort of set middle or set
Yes.
bottom. It's always
I know.
fluid.
Yeah.
Well, let's get straight in because we've got lots of couples to get through,
Yes,
and they're in the ballroom today, rehearsing for the first time in the studio. We're going to start with Vicky and Kai. They're doing a tango. Now, Kate, the tango is a fierce and
it?
fiery dance.
Yes.
How excited are you to see Vicky unleash that side of her?
Yeah, I think about Vicky, I know her a little bit and she's so much fun and she's always smiling. She hasn't got any dance experience, but my goodness, she's doing so brilliantly.
is.
But I just think she has a lot of drive. She campaigns on things she really believes in. So maybe just channeling that kind of
That push.
fierceness
Yes.
and that passion.
Yeah, and
she'll
not holding
deliver.
back because you got to push in the tango.
The
And
judges said I looked like I was coming round from a general anaesthetic when I did mine.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. It was just sort of, I just went into a zone.
Maybe she
rather
also
than
needs to
fierce.
block the judges' comments just in
I
case.
don't know whether I
happens
can.
again.
I don't know whether I can.
But Ches, Moti said that she's a contender for the final.
I think anyone at this moment is a
yeah.
contender
Yeah.
for the final.
I agree.
True.
You know,
Very
it's
true.
only 3 in the final this time, right?
Yes, the only 3 because
Yeah.
we lost Steph and Dennis
Yeah.
from the
Of
competition. But yes, it's going to be interesting. Let's go now to Harry and Karen. They're doing a samba. Yinka, they were at the bottom of the leaderboard last week, which
They
is always
were.
tough. What does Harry need to do to avoid being in that position again this week, you think?
I think that he's doing really well at the loosening up, but he needs to loosen up a little bit. I think with his job, obviously he's a gladiator.
Yeah.
He is used to being taut and tight and strong,
Yeah.
and we need it to be a little bit looser.
A bit more flow.
High
and
heels
Yeah.
on though, Yinka.
Well, yeah,
How do you do that with high heels?
it's easy.
It's tough, trust me. Let's go now to Amber and Nikita. They're going to be doing a salsa this weekend. But
Yes.
Chesney, they have been consistent with 30s in the last week,
Amazing.
3 weeks. They've been impressive. Do you think that this week she can get the 10?
Well, I think with Nikita's help, definitely. He's quite wonderful, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
He got-
amazing.
He's got such amazing energy.
Yeah.
I watched him on your show last night and I just thought, I actually think I've fallen in love.
Oh, you?
So,
Yeah, he's one of our favorites.
yeah,
but
he's wonderful. So, obviously, I think with his help, It's
But I'll be
possible.
honest with you, I'm so grateful you watched It Takes Two last night. Thanks for watching.
I watched it in the car on the way over.
Oh,
so
watched it in the car. Right. And Yinka, with so much side-by-side dancing in the salsa, they're really going to need to be in sync and have lots of synchronicity.
Yeah.
Do you think that Amber is going to be able to match Nikita
Absolutely.
step for step?
Absolutely. I've got so much faith in her. I think that once she is able to silence the doubts in her head and really just let herself know that she knows the dance,
Yes.
I think that she's going to be one to watch. I've got so much faith in her.
She's such a student. She literally has a
Yes.
notepad out and takes everything and writes it down.
Is that the trick though? Like if you know the dance, then you can just be free.
But if you know
Well-
the dance, then you make it your own. You can add flair to it, but you can't add flair without
You
knowing
don't
it.
know
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
then you
Yeah.
make
So that's
You
why
only
we
have a
always
week
say
to
to the
learn, so-
celebs, practice,
Yeah.
keep dancing.
Keep
Hey.
dancing.
Let's go on to Lavon Aliash. They're doing a foxtrot. Now,
Yes.
Kate, your foxtrot with Anton was your
Yes.
highest scoring routine of the series.
Yes. Now, when we say highest scoring,
Do you want me to tell you? I know.
I know. Yeah, go. I mean, I think it wasn't one that had a 2 in the score. So for me, that was a winning.
That was a
That was
win.
a winning week.
You did get
12.
26.
And Anton's the master of the foxtrot.
He
so
is the
if you're
master of
going to
the
get anyone,
So what does Lavon need to do then to match? To get
match
her
you-
highest?
higher. Like, we want to get her to get higher. I don't know. I think the foxtrot's so beautiful. It's so fluid. It's so flowing. It's so elegant. And I think really, well, for me, that just shaking off those nerves is so hard.
Yes.
It goes into your muscles. I can remember saying to Anton before, gosh, I'm so nervous. Are you? And he went, no, because I can dance. And I was like, yeah, good point. And, and
Yeah.
the truth is that, he's adorable, by the way. But,
Thank
the
God he's a
truth is,
judge
of course,
now.
is that you've just got to, I think, tell yourself, I can do this and just allow it to come out, haven't
Yes,
you?
and just make sure you know how to dance, apparently, according to
Yeah.
Anton. Okay, let's go on to Alex and Johannes. They're doing the Paso Doble. Yinka, Alex really stepped out of her comfort zone last week with the
she's
salsa.
amazing.
How do you see that confidence giving her the power she needs now for the Paso?
I think that this is the moment of sort of change for
Yeah.
Alex. I saw a switch in her last week and this is such a sort of passionate and fiery dance that I'm really excited to see what she brings to it. They're one of my favourite couplings and I just think that their chemistry reads so well.
Yes.
So I think that she's going to, I hope.
She's an
but I think-
actress as well.
She's
Yeah.
an actress.
So she's
she
got
is
that
so
going.
brilliant.
She can bring the
She
drama.
so brings the, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, but sadly,
words out of my mouth.
Kate,
Well done.
back to you though. You did leave the competition with your Paso. I know.
I know.
So what does Alex need to do to avoid it?
Well, just be better for me would be a first step. But also, I think that actually, looking back,
Yeah.
I was terrified.
Were you?
And I just think everybody talks about it being challenging. I think it's still, statistically, mine was a long time ago, but it was back with me, the dance that most people left the competition
Paso
on.
Doble.
Yeah,
Really?
it was
Interesting.
back there. And I think, actually, though, if you just go for the drama,
Yes.
and just act it through.
And I think because she's an actress, she's going to give us all of that.
She
So
can
I'm looking
commit.
forward
I
to
think
it.
she
yeah.
will. She's
Well,
doing
we
it for
have
the
a lot more
slightly
couples to
older
talk
woman.
about. Don't worry.
Sorry.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to come right back.
Okay.
But for now, the Friday panel, everybody. Now.